It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Put it back to this dude again, so I can go back to what I was doing.
I swear.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offensive line fast. 2nd and 10, back to throw. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
On first down, they'll run. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's going to take this in.
Touchdown, 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 touchdown.
Take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. Fox now to kick this one away. Jaden Reed to return this. Showing a little burst so far. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Love throwing to start us off. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter.
Yeah, bro. It's play limits, bro. Like,
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Yellow.
To the air with Love. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Black, 95.
Throwing his Love on third. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a fourth down. The Packers send out their punting unit. Coming out 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Great special teams.
Bro, when have the ball ever... Oh, yeah.
10 reaches the 8.
Yeah.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back to throw. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing a 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready,
A
set.
nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Pause, ready. Down. Ready.
Now Love on the play fake. Cut down the field, Golden. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
60
Work against the blitz. Finds the in route complete. On the move past the 40. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air here. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Set. Yellow, 22.
Beginning on the ground. Here's Garindo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Blue striker. Hut, hut.
Love out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Rookie out of Washington making that tackle. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. 45. Edo blue. Set.
There's Love to throw. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2nd down pass play coming. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You want to know why we see so many gray hairs, Kate, on these D coordinators we meet with? It's plays like that. These D coordinators hate quarterbacks that can escape the pocket, escape the blitz, and make you pay with completions.
Throwing now off the play action. It's on target to Williams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on second down.
Ready? Set. Press up 18. 5 in.
Takes the second down snap. Buys time, rolling right. Stays upright. And they get to
I can't throw the ball out. Oh.
take him down.
Bro.
For the second
telling
straight
you,
play
I
run,
really
they're
pray.
heading the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
I'm telling you.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is
What's
a
up,
big
bro?
one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Liking 18. Cut 19. Cut.
So a tough third down upcoming. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this.
Yeah.
I'm playing horrible right now. We gotta have a better second half.
It's like a down bone over
Very
fish.
long for him here. Look at that power, deep left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Starts his return from the 23. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. Arrives at the 40. Into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Motioning Williams left.
Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
It's his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
19. Packers 50. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to pass on 2nd and short. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ready.
Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 1-score game before halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Edo Blue. Hut.
Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Green Jack. White.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Throwing now on 1st down. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All set to go now from the 35.
Come on. Come back in. Come. 76.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Looking to throw. Connects with him down the sideline. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash, considerable distance. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And the deficit stays at 7.
14. Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Reed. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. 60 red. Set. Go.
Now Love on the play fake. Oh, he loses the football. The Lions get to it. And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown.
You missed the whole thing, baby.
Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Step one is just making the hit, Brock. Step two, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step three, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy.
Yep.
A unit that doesn't get to celebrate the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Jaden Reed on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
To the air with Love. Dumped off to his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
33. Ready.
Love on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
Okay.
First
ready?
down now, ball at the 33.
33-yard line.
Let's go.
On the give, it's Garindo. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Go red. Red. 38. Set.
Here's Garindo on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Got his man. It's Golden. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Here we go. Set. 45. One. Hut.
Back to the air. Love. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
5 yards on the play. That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hut. Hut.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And some solid running here as he gets some 8 yards there into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
50. Green. Set. Hut.
Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Here's Love to throw. In good trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. He did him a solid by recovering that, but not helping them with the yards lost afterwards as this play finally comes to an end.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Black, 95.
Love now. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
All right, cool.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 3/4 in the books from this one. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Lions.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down, Detroit.
Ready.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
2. 19. Start.
Working now from the gun. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Good offenses, Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after it.
Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. Dump off caught by his back. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Set. Edo. 10 black. Flag blue. He's going to go. He's going to go. He's going to go. Set cut.
Love looking to pass. It's his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
45. Hut, hut.
Now give to Gurindo, running left. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Blue striker.
Love from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Down. Blue check. Blue 37.
On the sneak, it's Love. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you've got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Love with it on 1st down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Quick throw out wide by Love. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Gain is to the 27.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers needing 4 points. Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Yellow. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
From the gun, Gurindo. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here we go. Set. Red 38. Blaster 6. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Ready. Hunt.
Garindo running between the tackles. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's third down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Yellow. Set. Hunt.
To throw. Gets himself free. Escapes out to the left. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
50. Ready.
Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Back to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
Ready.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Set up. 19. Perfect.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's a throw. Big strike here to Williams. Now this is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. He didn't get enough into it, so it just comes down shy of the crossbar. So this is a Packers win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.